What's cracking, yo? Welcome back to Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today. Recently, I was in the background of my house doing some things, and the All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes and Stack was on, and they were interviewing Charles Barkley, and they asked Chuck what his top 5 players of all time were, and then Chuck proceeded to go ahead and just give him his top 10 players of all time. And I really started listening in, and I was like, oh, I haven't heard this before. Let me check. Now, sometimes these people, you know, he'll be on TNT, he'll give his top 5, top 10, and I notice a lot of people, I can't say for Chuck, but a lot of these guys on TV, it seems like they switch up their top 5 and top 10 every other week, and I'm like, you literally didn't say that last week. And I understand sometimes you may have some new information gleaned where you may have to change some players around. That happens, but I mean, sometimes these guys be making some major changes. It's like, what? But anyway, this is what Chuck had to say.
Quick hitters, first thing that popped in your mind, let us know. This is going to be a big one to put you on the spot. Top 5 all time. Who's in your top 5?
Michael, Oscar, Wilt, Kareem, Bill Russell.
Those are your top 5.
Kobe, LeBron, Tim Duncan, Hakeem, Jerry West. Those are my top 10. And then you got Magic, Bird, Shaq. Steph is right there in that vicinity. Elgin Baylor.
His top 10 was nice.
Can any current player crack the top 10 by the time they're done? In your top 10, in your opinion?
Look at that face.
No, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Steph is knocking on the door. If Steph win one more,
It's going to be hard not to.
it's going to be hard not to put him in the top 10.
Did you have Bron in your top 10?
He's 7 after Kobe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's so fun. I had an argument with a dude. He's the biggest LeBron fan in the world.
Here we go.
And I says, yo, man, I didn't put Steve Nash ahead of LeBron. No disrespect. I put Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
I said, and I love LeBron. I said, but the difference, in my opinion, I says, Michael and Kobe will kill you.
Real
For
life.
nothing.
I said, LeBron's a nice guy. I says, ain't nobody ever said Kobe and Michael were nice guys. I said, those words ain't never been spoken. Nobody ever said, man, that Michael Jordan's a nice guy. I'm like, they did? Who said that? The same thing with Kobe. And there's nothing wrong with that. But LeBron, he's just a nice man. And I got him 7.
Mm-hmm.
I had to make sure I added the Kobe bit in there for those bronzexuals out there that think think the idea of Kobe Bryant being better than LeBron James is complete blasphemy. And also the idea that LeBron James should be number 1 on everybody's list, and it's just the gospel, and that's the way it should be written. Crazy. Yeah, you know, everybody doesn't agree with you guys, bronzexuals, and there's a lot of people here that don't have LeBron James in their top 5. Sorry. This isn't just because the media likes to pump this narrative out that about certain players and how certain players compare to other players and where certain players rank doesn't mean it's the gospel, my friends. That's all I want to say about that part. But the reason I'm coming to you guys today is that I don't think I've ever seen a top 10. I don't think I've ever seen a top 10. Ever. And I've seen many top 10s, many, with players that are on the list, players that are off the list. But one thing I have never seen is a top 10 list that did not have Magic Johnson and Larry Bird on them. He had Magic coming in at 11 and Bird coming in at 12. Listen, Chuck is entitled to his opinion. And it's not like he didn't have all-time greats on his top 10 list. Everybody that was in there was an all-time great. But no Magic and no Bird in the top 10 players of all time. I have to vehemently disagree with you, Chuck. I have to vehemently disagree. And yes, this is your opinion. And I respect your opinion. Don't get me wrong. But having Magic and Bird outside the top 10 players of all time, that's pretty blasphemous, dude. And you played, Chuck. You played with these two guys. Played against these two guys. And I've heard you speak so highly of them, especially Larry Bird. Especially Larry Bird. You don't got Magic and Bird in your top 10? Ooh. That's hard to swallow, man. I think there's certain players, honestly, and like I said, everybody's top 10 is different. Everybody's. But I think there's some players where it's like, yeah, these guys are definitely top 10 and should be top 10 on everybody's list. And what I'm saying is different from what the Bronzexuals are saying. I'm calling them out because they think that nobody, the idea of somebody being better than LeBron James is nuts. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that somewhere in the top 10, put them wherever you want. Put them wherever you want. Put them wherever you want. But somewhere in the top 10, somewhere, that's hard to swallow. But the Magic Johnson and Larry Bird fans aren't volatile. And I guess every player has their fanboys, but the Bronzexuals are like a cult. They're like on a different level than the other fanboys. But listen, you're entitled to your opinion. You can put players wherever you want, but man, not having just anywhere in your top 10, Chuck, anywhere. I will be okay with that, anywhere. Not my top 10, but somewhere in there, you gotta find put Magic and Bird. Listen, I'm not gonna tell you who to take off your list, but with all due respect to Jerry West, sir. And every player has an argument, and I get that. I just want to hear your argument. I want to hear your argument for why you have Jerry West ahead of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. That one I need to hear more than anybody else you have on that list. More than anybody else. I got to hear how you got Jerry West ahead of Magic and Bird. Even maybe Oscar Robertson. Like, I understand Jerry West and Oscar Robertson. They put up some amazing numbers in their career. Some amazing numbers. We know about Oscar Robertson, a triple-double. Oscar Robertson was putting up crazy numbers. So was Jerry West. Jerry West on his career is like, what, 27, 28 points per game, 5 or 6 assists per game, 5 or 6 rebounds per game, something like that. And we know what Oscar Robertson did. Greatness on both sides. But I guess for me, when I look at Jerry West and the big O, is that I can't put them ahead of Magic and Bird just because they only got one championship. If they would have got two, if they would have at least gave me two, just give me at least 2 chips. Give me at least 2 chips. And I could be like, oh, okay, take 2 championships. Given your great statistical numbers and y'all great players, but for me, for both of them, it's just the one championship. It's where I kind of really could look at them like, ooh. That's just my opinion. But I would love to hear his argument as to why he thinks Jerry West is better than Magic and Bird. They're better player, or have them ranked higher anyway, as far as if it's based off individual player, if it's based off their career, if it's based on what kind of accomplishments. I don't know Charles's logic and evaluation criteria when it comes to this, but I would like to know, and I would like to hear his reasoning with Jerry West and Big O and why he has them ranked higher than Magic and Bird. But I still probably wouldn't even brought it up if just at the fact that Magic and Bird are outside of the top 10, like outside the window looking in, according to Chuck. I can't go there. That's just me. I can't go there. That's Chuck's opinion. I respect it, but that one is hard to swallow for me. That one is hard to swallow. Like one of our subscribers here, one of our community members here, when he saw I had put LeBron James at number 4, He was like, this one was hard to swallow. I respect that. I understand. I understand. Trust me. I understand. He's like, oh my God. He's like, I disagree. This one's hard to swallow. And Aram was like, nah. Aram was like, nah. But yeah, I can't go there. I can't go there. I can't go there with Chuky. I can't go there. Y'all let me know what you think about it. Do you agree with Chuck? Do you disagree with Chuck? You know, I'm trying to understand it. But just for me, personally, I can't give enough reason to put the Big O and Jerry West ahead of Magic and Bird. I can't see the reason. I can't justify it, but maybe you guys can. Do you agree with Chuck? Do you have Jerry West and the Big O ahead of Magic and Bird? If you do, let me hear your reasoning for it. I would love to hear your opinion. Please enlighten me. I'm all ears. Willing to absorb the information, willing to learn. Y'all know me. All right? That's all I got to say about this one. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and catch you on the next one. We out, baby.